Hey everybody, welcome back to the Truck Driver Sean YouTube channel. Today we got this. That's right, that is the Horsemeat Overdrive by PRS, which stands for Paul Reed Smith if you don't know. One of my favorite companies to exist. Oh, I've said this a million times. They make the best guitars on the planet. Never touched anything that made me change my mind. So I figured I'd unbox it. Yeah, why not, right? It's just that easy. Look at that. It's just a pedal in a box. Let's see what else we get in here. We have the horse meat. Got some weird fucking sticker. Looks like some feet. And, oh, got goodies in the box. Fuck the box. Alright. Thank you for choosing PRS. Trust, hope you blah, 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 blah. Take a moment to register your product. I guess now we're registering products with Paul Reed Smith. Used to be good enough that if it said PRS on it, they never asked questions. Got a cool little sticker. Alright. Advertisements for the other shit that they did. Look at that. Look at that. There's the man, the myth, the legend, Paul Reed Smith. Which, by the way, that guy is popular and as famous as he is in the trade. I've met him, 4 times now? He is a constant good human being. He just takes time, talks to everybody. He's always excited to talk about guitars. You meet a lot of people at guitar shows and stuff, and a lot of them you can just tell like they'd rather be anywhere else on earth. And Paul would rather not be anywhere else on earth. It's his environment. And he's a people person. He really is. He's a super good dude, super smart. Look at that. We even got Paul's favorite settings for it right there. You know what? I'm a metal guy, and Paul is a blues guy, but we're going to put it on Paul's just because, well, we like to see what Paul's up to, right? So when we first plugged this thing in, we're on Paul's settings. Yep, that's happening. Oh, they even have settings for guitar, for bass. Explains the control panel. Basic operation. Yeah, I think we all pretty much know how a pedal works. And then, foreigner shit. Not the band, but, people that don't live in America. If you don't speak English, they took care of you. So, the thing that drove me to want to try this, which, by the way, PRS didn't send it out. I actually had to do what everybody else did. Order it. Well, except for a few chosen people. But, fuck those guys. But there it is. We got it on Paul's settings. So let's not waste any time. We'll hook this thing up. And see what we get. Stick that on the old sticky tape of doom. Yes, mate. Alright. Get ourselves some power. Power to the pedal. Used to be power to the people. Now it's power to the pedal. Alright. Somewhere here I have a guitar cable cord. Guitar cable cord. Yeah, there's no excuse for who I am. I just am who I am. Yes, mate. Alright. We got that. We got that. We're going to actually play with the mid gain on the Rev G20. Oh, look at that. You can't even see the pedal. Hey, let's bring that bad boy in a little bit, huh? Jesus. What guitar to use? Well, seems how we're using a Paul Reed Smith product. Paul Reed Smith, son. Let's break out the Tremonti Wood Library. Why not? Been a minute since I played this one. Alright. So, yeah. Let's turn turn off the vocal mic and see what we got here on Paul's settings. Da 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 da. All right. Yeah. Paul's settings are not for me. Let's see what this thing does. All right, so I love PRS. I really do. Everything they do is so awesome. But if you're a metal guy, this is not for you. It just isn't. If you're gonna do like rock and roll, you know, or something that's not aggressive, this thing is probably fantastic. So let's turn this amp more into a rock and roll beast. See if we can do something with some redeeming qualities here. Alright, sorry about that with the room mic on, but yeah. So let's see what we get here. I'm just going to tinker around a little bit before putting it on to show the difference. So here we go. All right, so how do I assess this? Here's the room audio. Alright, so if you're going to play like rock and roll, you're going to play blues, a little bit of the vintage sound, this is actually quite amazing. If you're going to do the metals, unless your amp is already in the metals, which why would you need an overdrive if it's already in the metals? This just isn't for you. I'm just going to put that out there. It's just not for you. Now, I have the gain turned all the way down. So I'm just kind of curious. How much gain can you spank out of this thing if I put that thing to full gorilla dick? Alright? So we're going to have a little bit of fun. Might as well. We're here. Let's party. Alright, so I had said you couldn't really do metal with it, and I just went and proved myself wrong because I'm an asshole. So I put more gain on the amp itself, more natural saturation from the tubes, and now she's got a little bit more of a spank to her. Sorry about the room audio there. All right, so let's try adding a little natural spank from the amp and see what happens. All right, this is actually going to work. I have no noise gate, that's why it's real noisy. All right, so yeah, I give in. It's not that bad. Still, you can do aggressive stuff with it, but not well. You could do it, but not well. So I would say there's far better options out there. I know it's awesome to be able to support a company that you love, hence why I have this. I was all excited. I was like, oh wow, Paul Reed Smith did something. Most stuff covers a very large spectrum when Paul does it, or Paul's people do it. But usually if it has Paul's name stamped on it, it covers a lot of ground, and I'm just not getting it out of this. It could be it just doesn't like the amp, but I've hooked a lot of shit through this G20. That's why I use it, is because it's very versatile. It takes pedals like a champ, and it's just not doing it. For me, anyway. It's just not for me. Is it a good pedal? Oh yeah, for sure. The thing is awesome, but it's built great. It's got high quality components. It just, for a guy who plays the heavies, it's not for me. It's not that it's garbage, it's just not for me at all, whatsoever. All right. Anyhow, yeah, keep music evil. Bring metal to the children. Don't be a dick. Subscribe to my shit. Gear used today. PRS March Money Wood Library, going into the Horsemeat, going into the G20, into my Monstah cab, which has Eminence Man of Wars in it, Mic'd up with a Sennheiser E609 going into my Zoom camera. That sucker right there that's filming right now. What's up? Yeah. A little let down, but I guess I should have read more on it before I got it. Something tells me that it really wasn't geared towards the heavy, chuggy people. It was kind of probably geared towards people that, I don't know, play real music, I guess. That could be half the problem, but yeah. I don't know, just not for me. Yeah. Hopefully Sweetwater will take it back. Oh, I hate sending stuff back, but this just is not. I have no use for it. Yeah. All right, very cool. Catch you in the next video, man. Maybe. I don't know if y'all don't get pissed because I didn't like something by Paul Reed Smith, which is weird. It's literally the first thing by Paul Reed Smith that I haven't liked. That's scary if you think about it. It's the first thing. I've been playing Paul Reed Smith stuff for a long time. And that's the first time I got something I was just like, really? There's no gas in the tank of this thing. It's a bummer. I don't know. Maybe if enough people say something, maybe PRS will come out with something that's a little more geared towards, let's face it, at least half of their clientele plays like heavy music, right? I mean, I didn't get into PRS from watching Carlos Santana or some blues player. No, Story of the Year, man. They were a post-hardcore band. You know? And I know a lot of people are, like I'm playing a Tremonti, even though I don't really care too much for that guy's career, but he's a nice guy. I'll give him that. But even him, he plays pretty aggressive stuff, pretty angry shit. So they could very well do something in the future. But this one right here, again, if you're into the heavy stuff, there's so many better options out there. Like an infinite amount of better options at a way lesser price point. This was really expensive. It really shocks me that it wouldn't go and do what I needed it to. It just, it's a bummer. And unfortunately, the way I do stuff on my channel, I ain't trying to make it look good if it ain't good. And if something isn't good, it's just not for me. I mean, it does what it's supposed to do, and obviously when I did the rock stuff, it sounded really good. The metal stuff was like, Even the hard rock stuff was like, So, yeah, I don't know. I don't even know if I'm going to post a video, because I don't really like talking bad about Paul Reed Smith. I'm not really talking bad about him. It's great built. It's high quality stuff, but for the type of player I am, it's just not for me. I don't know what's happening to my voice. I'm starting to talk with that weird affect that porn bitches talk with. It ain't good. Anyhow, thanks for stopping by and checking it out. And don't let my use of it sway people. Again, this is how I use it. It very well could work so good for somebody else, but for me, it's just not for me. Great thing. It's a great piece of kit. It's built phenomenally well, but it's just not for me. All right. Very cool. Later, man.